Looks like Nod is keeping track on their tip. GDI, however, not quite as good on that. Looks like all 4 greens are actually FK at the moment. Not necessarily, you know, you're already T3, you don't need it, but out of your 70 CP, you send a 3 CP engineer to capture it. It's 10 points for your team. That's like killing, you know, a tank or a, you know, an engineer and a tank, or like, it's quite a few points. I mean, every 30 seconds you can get, ooh, very nice tib blow there. Managing to kill this crawler. Tib blown kills don't actually give points, however, so sorry about that, but it is good to force respawn. Made him probably lose all his support points, and it looks like this commando will be able to survive. That's kind of cute. And now we got our defensive matrix being used, or defensive maneuvers, so just rushing over here, and looks like he's gonna try and kill these high confessors, and I think he will be successful, but you never know. I kind of do know. I'm watching it happen. So, despite the incinerators on the field not really being target fired or anything, but it is able to go down quite quickly. These Kodiaks, as I said earlier, can counter anything GDI or defense can throw at it. But we do have some stealth tanks in the field. Stealth tanks can, you know, dance around for stealth and do quite a good deal of damage to Kodiaks. It happens. Now we've got a massive Mastodons on the field. That's kind of ugly, to be honest. I mean, throw down 4 Basilisks and those guys die pretty quickly, or even just a blue-crated Widow can, like, 2-hit these Mastodons. So, interesting choice, to say the least. And looks like these stealth tanks were able to force these Kodiaks away. Even though these are cloaked, you got a pretty good idea where they are, because you do see the tire tracks in the snow. Or at least you do if you're on higher quality. So you should be able to, because these are blast units, you can force fire the ground. You should be able to just take a few shots at them when they're moving around. So these Kodiaks, does look like they're go down, or at least some of them will. So good play with the stealth tanks there. Actually, this is the Archangel in the field. Might be able to save 1 or 2 of these, but actually it looks like it used supercharged weaponry, and Kodiak did some extra damage there, which is kind of nice. And yeah, nothing too special over there. Looks like all the greens have been captured or blown recently, except for this one. And 2 blues AFK on the field, potential bombs if you want them, or free 20 points if anyone bothered to capture them. Durr. And we've got mass migration of woolly mammoths. I mean, mastodons walking across the snowy plains. How beautiful and majestic, leaving their awesome, beautiful footprints in the snow. Anyway, not really much action going on here. Still some artillery shots. Still sticking with the defensive crawler. I don't know why he's doing that, but it's not been working too well. He's been building the same units that just keep dying. And Nod is actually using their captured hunter to take that blue tip back, so a few points there. And X-Skull actually retreating all the way into spawn. I'd like to see some, as I said earlier, there we go, we got Sued doing it. We got some Basilisks on the field. But, one problem with air spamming is it's much harder to capture nodes. And, as you know, you need nodes for points. At least that's what they tell me. And, yeah, Mass Kodiak plus Mastodon's going to be able to kill this pretty easily. Let's watch this die. Or not. Let's watch these die. These are really easy to cancel. Come on. Just click C. C! Oh, you're giving them points. And now we got our 6-7 Basilisks on the field with their, and a Demoralize going down. Quite a good combination there, keeps him from retreating, but I'm not sure why he's retreating. He should just kind of push forward. It's gonna be able to take a few of these out now. Yeah, 24 points. pretty good retreats there, or decommissions I should say, because what else are you going to do with the units? They're not useful anymore, clearly. And I'm not sure if he used defensive matrix there, or if that was like replacement field or something, but looks like they are dying anyway, so not much damage being done to these basilisks. Pretty much uncontested on the field. There are some titans now, so that could be good. Actually, Hero Kodiaks are quite hard to kill, especially if they are on their defensive matrix. Even with these 7 basilisks here, it is taking quite a while to kill these units, so maybe if he had some support from his allies, but it looks like they're busy trying to micro a single commander or something. And we have GDI taking 4 of 5 nodes here, and it looks like Sued's just by himself, pretty much. I mean, these high contestors are so far back, they're not really doing any damage. And it looks like GI has managed to get enough laser on the field to repel these basilisks, at least for now. And it looks like Nod is at least trying to capture some nodes now, but still sticking with the basilisk spam for now. Every player now has laser on the field. It's a pity Nod, they're making the right unit choices, they're just making it about 2 or 3 minutes too late. Because, you know, there's 1, 2, 3 heavy units for GDI left on the entire field, and you've got laser spams, so shrugs. And a crawler able to decommission just barely, so good for you there. And looks like he's probably gonna be able to kill that, or he's gonna stop moving and not kill it. At least the 24 points. And now we've got mass laser on the field, so you know, nice to see some. I'd like to see some Spectres on the field, really. Some Spectres do good. What's going to kill them? We got a couple of Kodiaks still alive, so maybe a couple of Scorpions mixed in with your Spectres. But looks like GDI is probably going to take this. They aren't actually gaining any points right now, but they are much closer. This one incinerator is actually killed quite a few of these units just because they're suiciding into it. You got a fortified armor, or reinforced armor, which really just doesn't take much damage from anything but blast. And it looks like we've got a nice mix of Leviathans and Basilisks over here that are busy killing some nodes. We do actually have 4 nodes for Nautilus, so, and they're getting crawler kills, so looks like he did use marked occasions, so that's actually able to kill 2 crawlers there, and they are taking node control, so it actually looks like Nod could come back and win this if they are successful in their endeavors of keeping these nodes. I'd like to see this crawler move over here, not sit at the turret. At this point in time, both Nod and GDI should be trying to capture Tib, send a single engineer, capture a Tib. You're already, 80% of the way there with 1 Tib. Capture that Tib, and that Tib is there, and that's half the points that you needed. We do have a refractor on the field, but once again, it's actually firing instead of staying on cold fire. And not sure how this is going to go. Basically, GDI needs to kill 4 units to win, and Nod just needs to not lose units for a few seconds to win. So this is actually getting very close. Down to the last 70 points. Who's going to take it? Who's going to kill what? GDI basically, Nod should just be stasis fielding as many units as they can, holding out. It looks like Nod is going to take this, and that is game, ladies and gentlemen. 2,500 to 2,484. Nod taking it with a mass heavy air spam at the very end of the game. I think it was that 1 marked of Cain that managed to kill both those crawlers. With the crawlers gone and not too many units built from them, GDI just didn't have the time to field enough units on the field to counter what Nod had, and they were able to just take all the nodes and wait it out for the victory. So, very good game. Congrats to Nod, able to take back the victory at the end there. We do see those 2 crawler kills right there. And dum. Let's look at our stats. We've got pretty good stats by Sammy. Sued and Wise, and we got Besson, Wombat, and Xgall taking the negative kill deaths there. Shame on you guys. And you got some good support power usage by Sammy and Sued near the end, so overall, pretty good game. Thanks for watching, and I'm Labra.